Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Demayim in Atlanta, and I've got this TikTok pulled up, and it's showing this Edomite woman exposing her Edomite husband to a group of Jakes for being racist and calling them names. And we'll just go ahead and get into it and then get into the scriptures.
I will be.
Aaron exposes husband for being racist.
Oh,
Holy fuck. Sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
it's okay, man. It happens.
Yeah.
No, I got you. You said what?
He called you out of your name so bad.
Who, us?
Yes.
You called us
Tell
out
him
of...
what you called them.
What you called us? What you called us?
Yes.
What's he called us?
Give me my fucking purse, you fucking piece of shit.
But you need to be safe. You're not doing this.
I will be.
Aaron
And this is broken up into a couple parts, but you can see her fake caring like she actually cares about what he said, when really she wants these Jakes to deal with her husband, which is extremely messed up.
Purse, you fucking piece of shit.
But you need to be safe. You're not doing this.
I will be safe.
Oh, wait, what's he called us? Give it a buck.
He said.
You said what?
And I
sorry I said that.
never call you
What?
that in my whole life.
Why you laughing?
Not at all, man.
Yo, why you
Did
laughing?
he
bro?
laugh? Did he laugh? I will never protect him, ever. He's a piece of shit.
Why he said that?
He thinks he is entitled.
You want me to punch him out?
I don't care what you do. First, you fucking.
And I think it's funny that he actually admitted to it. And he's smiling at first, and he gets called out for laughing at it. Straightens up real quick. You want me to punch him out?
I don't care what you do. He thinks he's so bad and brave.
Well, right? Oh, sorry, you go with me. You Suvi over here. She's Suvi over here. Oh. You gotta go eat her butt, bro.
Stay with you guys? Can I come and stay with you guys? Can I come stay with you guys?
Nah, man. Yeah, I'm going, man.
God bless you. Sorry.
That's all good, man.
So I'll just fuck with you, man. Have a good one.
Nah, yeah, gangsta.
God bless
It's
you.
all jokes, man. Niggas don't really get
Merry
fucked.
Christmas.
We got a beer.
Merry Christmas, man.
They up you, man. Yeah, man, I know.
Want me to punch him out? Yeah, that's about that. But you can see these Edomite women are getting fed up with the Edomite male, and there's division there. The Lord said He's coming to bring division, and it goes into this in the scriptures. This, on a larger extent, it is just Satan versus Satan, but it's also a part of the curses switching from Esau, or from Jacob onto Esau. So we'll go ahead and get into the scriptures. We're going to start out here at Deuteronomy 28 and 56. It says, "The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not have ventured to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness," which is very hard to believe that our women were once like this. But moving on, it says, "Her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter." And there are numerous examples of this in our community, but all these things are about to switch from Jacob onto Esau, as it says in Deuteronomy 30:7, that the Lord's going to put all these curses here, right here. Deuteronomy 30:7, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So, we're about to watch all of the curses that came upon us return or go on to the Edomites and on to the other heathen nations. And that example there in Deuteronomy 28 and 56 with the woman turning on the man, that was evident within that video we just saw. This is Job 27 and 15. Job 27 and 15. It says, those that remain of him shall be buried in death. And this is speaking of Esau, the self-proclaimed white man. And his widows shall not weep. And she was all drunk and weeping, but she was actually the one trying to set her husband up, which could have possibly, that could have been a whole different group of Jakes, and could have set her up to be a widow. But they played it cool because there's no sense in getting mad at stuff like that anymore, especially when all these curses are about to be turned onto the Edomites. But his women are not going to care that they are going down, that their whole nation's going down, which is actually crazy. It shows how women have no understanding. This is Jeremiah 49 and 11. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. This is the Most High speaking to the Edomites on their fall, their upcoming, soon to come fall. And this goes back to anytime there's warfare, you take the women and the children and you kill the men because the men have the seed. You take the women to use as servants and concubines, and you take the children to be slaves. And the Lord is telling them this. Verse 12, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup, that cup being the cup of adversity, the cup of those curses that were in Deuteronomy 28, have assuredly drunken, the they being the Israelites. And art thou he, the he being the Edomites, that shall altogether go unpunished, because they don't think they've done anything wrong, and they don't think that their kingdom is ever going to come to an end, but it is fast approaching. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. All those curses, as we just saw in Deuteronomy 30 and 7, all those curses in that cup of adversity is about to be turned onto the Edomites, and portions of it are already starting to flourish, to be drunken by them. They're going to get double what we got, and it's going to be awful for them. But I saw that video and that clip, or those few clips, and thought it was somewhat spiritual, wanted to go into it. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakach Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.